The Western side of gacha gaming is definitely a growing industry. Not a lot of people are interested in playing gacha games that originate from the East. I mean, you all are here, but many people would rather spend their money on games other than the gacha ones, of course. The global, or more so, Western side of these gacha games are normally just as great as the Eastern sides, or the CN and JP side. Same rewards, same game, just some adjustments and perhaps censorship or the time of the releases are different, but overall the same exact game. While the devs are different for each region, they have come to an agreement that every player will get the same experience when they play the game. At least, that's the case for games like Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Limbus Company, Arknights. There has been a phenomenal trending issue where the devs from different regions of the game take it upon themselves to limit or change aspects of the same game that was released in another region. I did my best to stay out of this topic with games like Infinity Nikke and Black Beacon messing things up. While Infinity Nikke was a global effort to ruin their game, at least Black Beacon, while messing up on the global side, sent out an apology in due time and fixed all of their issues with the difference between global and CN. The problematic game that I'm referring to in this case is, of course, Persona 5 Phantom X. My name is VoidEnigma, and we have a lot to unpack and talk about. I'll be discussing the difference between the CN and global side of things with Persona 5 Phantom X and how these changes will cause a great disaster in the gacha space and stain Persona 5's great legacy. Make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the content, like the video, and let's hop into it. Persona 5 is an IP that has such a strong presence in the gaming industry, so much so that they made 18 spin-offs of the same series, an entirely new game, and Persona 6 still hasn't even been announced. I played the original Persona 5 about 6 or 7 years ago, and it was absolutely fantastic. As I got off from work in the evenings, I would wind down to Persona every single night for over a month, until I finally beat this wonderful game. Many of my current motivations spawned from Persona 5, and it has a special place in my heart as one of the best gaming stories that has ever existed. Nier Automata level, and you all know how much I love Nier. So, when I saw Persona 5 Phantom X being released, a gacha Persona? I in fact summoned my Persona and downloaded this game. The game itself felt surreal. All of the original soundtracks, a unique story, throw in gacha, and I can get the most beloved characters that I've come to adore. Amazing, right? But that amazing feeling didn't last long. As you peel off the scene of the game, you begin to realize that it's a gacha game. The first thing that struck me as odd and unforgivable is when the days progressed. You know the little gimmick in Persona 5 when you actually have a deadline? Yeah, that doesn't exist here. Persona 5 is a game about how you spend your time. What you do with each of your days matter for your long-term goal. Your free time is the most valuable thing that you have. In Phantom X, instead of moving up the calendar by a day, it goes from yesterday to today to the next day. Absolutely crazy, right? You're stuck in an infinite loop of dailies and grinding. There is no countdown, no deadlines, no... Oh wait, there's a limited banner and... yeah, that definitely has a deadline, right? Rather than do a full review of the game, I'm here to tell you about how Persona 5 has been potentially ruined on the global side of things. They started on Steam as mostly positive, and honestly, the game was solid overall, with a few gripes that I could actually get by. I was ready to make this video about how much I love the game, and it's the first gacha that is actually a decent experience for an already known title, but the biggest issue that I had is when I actually pulled for Joker, the most faved character in the game. I went all the way to hard pity, 80 pity, to obtain him. I want you all to know that the hard pity in the game is a bounds that no mortal is meant to reach. If you are one of the cursed beings who has reached hard pity in any gacha game, then you know the pain and anguish of being the unchosen one. So there exists a soft pity in almost every gacha game. Once you hit a certain amount of pulls on the regular banner, the closer you get to the actual pity, your rates of getting that character goes up. I have played dozens of gacha games over the span of 5 years, and in every single one of them, I have never hit hard pity. Not once. This is astounding to me, so I did some research, and it seems soft pity was straight up removed, as everyone got their jokers, or failed a 50-50 to get joker, at 80 pity. With millions of players getting their 5 stars at 80, means that either the soft pity is a 1/10 of a decibel increase, or they're just freaking lying. And then, things got even worse. I had to actually research all of the changes, but the most credible source is actually from this Reddit post here, from WonderWhat. Thank you so much, WonderWhat, for being so detailed in this response. So, let's examine exactly what the differences are in the global version and the CN version. There is no guaranteed banner at launch. There's a horrendous soft pity being either nothing or so minuscule that it doesn't even matter. They have pop-up ads that appear for you in the game, and that didn't appear in any other version. There's higher prices for stuff like the beginner banner. With each update, you would get 10 limited character pulls from the 7-day login event. But in the global side, you only get 7 weapon pulls in the 7-day event. Same event, by the way. Many rewards were replaced with not materials pulled for characters, but weapon pulls instead. Limited characters won't be added to the standard banner after the banner ends immediately, maybe at a later date. There is reduced patch resources. You know when you log into the patch and you get like 600 astrites or something like that? Yeah, you only get 100 when you actually log into Persona 5 version 1.1. A lack of communication with the players, and they completely fumbled the EN livestream. Phenomenal. So what I've gathered is, the global devs for this game are unaware that we, as players, as humans, as gamers, have access to the internet, and that we, as players, as humans, as gamers, are stupid dumb idiots who will eat up the slop without a care in the world. They've purposely made this game into a cash cow to get as much money as possible immediately. It's absurd to make so many changes to this version of the game. Imagine playing this game and hoping to get a limited character on the standard banner, and then a few months down the line you realize that no, this is not the CN or JP side of things. You're just not getting anything extra. It's a slap in the face and a disgrace that we are treated as a second-class citizen, and this is probably not even P Studio's fault, Persona 5's original developer. It seems that the global devs have taken the reins on things and chose to rein in as much cash as possible, and once that money dries up and more people drop this game, they can blame their end of service on the lack of players sticking around, as if they hadn't caused it themselves. The negative reviews are reaching a staggering amount, 1.7 on the Google Play Store. The Steam players are currently steaming the reviews for this game. And who can blame them? If they can't even treat us like normal humans, let alone players, why should we give them anything? As of right now, I've stopped playing the game. And you should too. It's a sad reality that a greedy developer can ruin yet another gacha game before it's even spread its wings to fly. I love Persona 5, and it's honestly a fun concept to see in the form of a gacha game, but I realize, sure, I beat Persona 5 the original, but I literally have Persona 5 Royal that I just bought a few months ago, a game that I haven't even started playing yet. Persona 5 taught me that the way that I spend my time is valuable. Should I spend my days investing into a gacha game that is run by devs who don't give a shit about its actual development, when I could play the real thing, with no strings attached? Sure, I can't play it forever like a gacha game, but I sure as hell can enjoy the time that I spend on a real game, and enjoy the real Persona experience. So I will be dropping Persona 5 Phantom X. Even if the devs magically come back and fix their game, it's over for me. One betrayal is all I needed to know. I have better ways to waste my precious time. They tried to sell us on nostalgia in this cash grab disguise, and I'm not buying it. Let me know if you're done too. Subscribe, like the video. Thanks for watching. Void out.